If I sound a little sick, it's because I am. It's now Wednesday. I got sick a week ago and I am still sick, so yay. I physically mostly feel better. It's mostly just like my voice, like my throat is still a little scratchy. I'm still coughing a little bit. I am getting back to it this week. Last week, like Thursday night, I had plans and then I didn't go because I was starting to feel sick and I was like, I don't want to, go to a big social thing, get everyone else sick. And then Friday, I had appointments in the morning, and so I worked for like the first half of the day on Friday, and then again just took the night to like lay in bed because I was like, I know that this is getting worse. And then all Saturday and all Sunday, just so sick. And then yesterday obviously was Monday and I had like a ton of stuff to do. And so Monday and Tuesday I was just like working, honestly, even more than I usually do because this week is already so busy and I felt a little bit behind from taking some time off Thursday and Friday. And so I feel like I just haven't fully gotten better just because I've been so busy and honestly kind of overwhelmed this week. If you haven't been seeing my social media, I accepted a position at a grad program. I'm signed on for 1 year, that is like the grad year. And then after that, if my school and I collectively decide, I will stay on for a PhD, which is what I am planning to do. So I am moving to Canada for the next 5 years, at least. Honestly, I really think that I will want to try to stay after that. I'm still undecided on after those 5 years if I want to try to stay in Canada or if I just want to come back to the US and maybe just move to a different city because I don't know, I don't want to move back to Boston. I'm like pretty decided on that. The other city I've lived in is London. I also don't really want to live there. Those two places I feel like I have had my experience with. I don't really want to go back there for any like long periods of time. Richmond, I could see myself coming back to, honestly. I could see myself living here forever. I would just really need to like put effort in to make more connections because I don't really have a lot of friends left here. And I definitely would move to a completely new city. I think I would move to like Long Beach or Providence. I know that those are like two extremely different cities, or Chicago or Minneapolis. I don't know. I feel like there are several cities in the US that like even cities that I've never been to before that I'm like, I just like your vibe. I just feel like I would love to live there. But I also feel that way about Nova Scotia in Canada. I really feel like I would love Nova Scotia. And so I think my plan, since I'm going to be living there for 5 years anyway, is to, try to visit it once or twice during my 5 years there, and get a sense for if I really want to like submit another application and be like, hey, I've lived here for 5 years. I've been so good. Can I pretty please just live in Halifax for the rest of my life? But anyway, that has basically meant that this week I have had to get all of my visa stuff together, because visas for the US take 5 weeks to like process and get approved. And obviously I don't want to be on that massive time crunch of having it get rejected and then having to do it again. So I'm like, okay, it needs to get approved this first time. I need to do everything perfectly. So it has taken me so far, honestly, a whole week to get everything together. I had a meeting on Friday where they walked me through like how to start it and everything I need. And then I spent a couple days getting all my stuff together and I had about like 50 questions about everything. And so I had a second meeting. I showed them everything I had so far. I asked all my questions and they gave me kind of some direction and some pointers on how to continue and finish up my application. And so I'm doing that over last night and today. And then I have my final meeting with International Student Services tomorrow to go over everything that I have for my visa and ask all my last minute questions and just basically be like, I want to make sure this is going to get approved. Like, is it going to get approved if I submit this today? So that's where we're at. Definitely, I want to submit that tomorrow night after my meeting just because I don't want to deal with it anymore. It's so stressful. I just want to have it done and I just want it to get processed and get approved as soon as possible so that I don't have to worry about like, there's a possibility that I have already started like paying fees and signing up for stuff and then my visa gets rejected. Like that's just, I don't even want to think about that. But anyway, that's what I've been up to this week in addition to all of my normal work things, which I feel like there's even been more of that than there has been for the past couple weeks. I'm also posting a Substack about my grad school journey thus far on Thursday, tomorrow. But by the time you're seeing this video, it would have been a couple weeks ago. So go a couple weeks back on my Substack and give that post some love, I guess. But yeah, today I am going shopping with my friend, and then I'm going out to dinner. It's gonna be a really fun day, and I think it really works out that, you know, I don't really even have a lot of time to work today because I am feeling very worn out from the past couple of days. Been working like literally every minute that I've been awake. So I think today just having plans all day is just kind of like forcing me to relax, not think about it, and just enjoy, de-stress. So that's the plan.
I don't remember what I said earlier. That was me like a week ago or something. I have no idea what I said. I assumed I did an intro. If I didn't, then oops. I am back out. I always feel like whenever I spend more than 2 weeks back with my family that I like need to leave again, even though it's been kind of hard to make connections there. I do really feel like I have kind of like built up an adult life there way more than I have ever before in my life, which was kind of my goal with spending some more time back there because I really, really do love it there. I just feel like I never, since I obviously moved for 4 years, I felt like I never really got to like be an adult there because I was very not cool before I moved out. I like didn't really have a lot of friends, didn't really get invited anywhere, didn't really know so many places around the city, and I feel like I have such a better idea now of what I like to do there. Being away for like half of the time that I have been staying there, like I stay for a few weeks and then I leave for a few weeks, it has been kind of hard to make those connections still, which is my fault. Like I definitely could have committed to just staying there most of the time, and I decided that, you know, I'm on a gap year. I do want to go around and have fun, so that's what I'm doing. And gap year is weirdly almost over. Like I have accepted my grad school offer, I did my visa application, I now have to worry about my loans and my housing. So it is getting really real, and it's getting really close to a whole new chapter, which I was really excited about it. Now I'm more nervous about it because there have been some plot twists in the story, not anything like super negative for me, but anyway. So I'm only gone for a week and a half this time. I'm in DC right now, and then I go back to Mass. We had a concert last night. I could not tell you really anything about it. Music was cool. It was not something that I picked for us to go to. It was just like a thing that we had tickets for already. And then today we have to get breakfast somewhere. We usually go to Memont, but I don't think there's one super near us, and my aunt was talking about wanting to try some new places because apparently there's so many places near our hotel. So we're gonna pick some place to try. Hopefully they'll have something vegan for me to eat. After the concert, we did walk around for like half an hour trying to find something with a vegan option that was open. And oh my god, if you have ever walked around past like 10 p.m. in DC looking for food, it's dire, and you know that. And make that, like, imagine that, but make it vegan and gluten-free. And that was our struggle last night. There was nothing. Anyway, after breakfast today, we meet up with Molly, and then we have a museum that we're going to. and then walking around, going to Busboys later tonight because that's our favorite. We have to go there every single time we're here. And then I leave early in the morning tomorrow.